Well, I'm going to tell you, attorney, I usually don't interview politicians.
Okay.
I really don't,
Okay.
because to be honest, I won't tell you what I think. Personally, I think most are liars.
Okay.
And
So politicians and lawyers then, right?
well, not lawyers. I'm not saying lawyers, but I'm
Okay,
saying
yeah.
most politicians. They will tell you what they think you want to hear
Okay.
in order to get the position.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something about you that impressed me, so I decided, well, okay, we'll interview
I
this young
appreciate
man.
that.
Okay, now, so what is your platform? What do you want to accomplish if you were to win as a state representative?
Well, I want to be able to draw on the unique experiences that I've had an opportunity to have. First, I was given the opportunity to represent the city of Chicago through Mayor Daley as his legislative counsel.
Okay, so what did you do? Because everybody out there
Right.
doesn't understand.
So
what did you do as his legislative counsel?
What that meant was we were responsible for drafting, passing, and killing bills that impact the taxpayers of the city of Chicago. I would go down and to Springfield and advocate on behalf of the taxpayers, whether it would be testifying before committees or, like I said, drafting amendments, working with the different legislators to make sure that the interests of the taxpayers were being represented before the state.
Mm-hmm. So that's a plus. That's a plus.
Yeah, and we were successful. One of the biggest pieces that was important to me was our Department of Housing wanted to try to create more housing and development throughout the city.
Mm-hmm.
And so we did some research as to how do we try to induce more private investment in affordable housing. Normally, folks just don't normally build houses that's below market rate. And so the question was, go look at the rest of the states and see what's going on. So Missouri had a program where they had a tax credit where they would provide tax credits to businesses or to taxpayers to invest in affordable housing. So we defined, so I took that language. Florida had some language, kind of mixed it around a little bit, made some additions, wordsmith a little bit. And I drafted it and asked a couple of state reps and a state senator to introduce it into the General Assembly. And we got a hearing. Then it died. And then the second year we introduced it again. Then we got it passed out of one chamber, but not the other. Then we introduced it again. And we were able to get it passed out of both chambers and then onto the governor's desk. And that to me was pretty important because just as an attorney, we still use those tax credits to help build multifamily housing, senior housing, and to make sure that folks that can get quality housing throughout the city of Chicago.
So where was the housing located? Some of the places, areas.
It really depends on the developer.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were developments throughout the city, northwest side, northeast side, south side, west side.
Mm-hmm.
It's really all about the developer putting his capital on the line and then looking to bundle the resources to get the development done.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But I mean, so Springfield was pretty unique, and I got it. That was we were able to get a lot of stuff done. But after that, I really wanted to practice law, and so I went in as an associate at a major law firm to learn how to do municipal finance transactions. Mm-hmm. And so we were counsel to the Chicago Housing Authority on a lot of its plan for transformation, and to be able to just look at those transactions from a documents perspective, and then also look at the cash flows coming from federal government to state to local, bind them all together to ultimately change neighborhoods. I thought that was pretty profound, and I wanted to take those types of experiences and provide that as a public service to the constituents of the 10th legislature.
Well, I think you have a diverse background.
Okay, thank you.
I know, really. I'm listening to your background. I think it's very diverse, and you are really more than qualified for the position. And I think we need more people in governmental positions that are educated and can articulate ideas,
right,
rather than just having people up there, a warm body.
Yeah.
So